Hello, YouTube. Everyone here on YouTube, welcome back. It's Lisa Stade of the YouTube channels Lisa Stade and Hitler Obsessed, and I am going to give you that planned review of Hitler, Adolf Hitler's goals as a very detailed and well planned out. He's got his ducks in a row. He's number two together. I can't say shit here on YouTube. If I'm gonna get monetized, I can't say that here. But Hitler had all his ducks in a row. Rasputin really didn't have his ducks in a row in this movie. I'm gonna read a bit of comparison and just do a little bit of a nice fun shit posting on Rasputin and I guess Hitler here. But here's a little graph here. It's a little list of the differences between Rasputin's goals, I guess, and Adolf Hitler's as a mass-molding actual historical figure and dictator. He's got all his stuff together, all his evil plans. He's even made a manifesto you may read if you want. Do not agree with it. I will not support you if you agree. There's no supporting of Hitler on this channel. And if you ever do that, I will find you. I will find you if you think that guy is good. He's not good. I'm gonna go through with you the list of Rasputin stuff. Rasputin's list in the movie of Anastasia, 1997, the movie. By 20th Century Fox, it's the animated film that's now owned by Disney because cash cow and monopolies. And Disney's just now a large conglomerate corporation just buying everyone out. They'll probably, if they get to, buy out YouTube. That means I get to make stuff for them. Yay. But I guess Rasputin in the 1997 Anastasia film, that's an animated film, so I guess his evil goal is revenge, because I guess he sold his soul for the reliquary to kill all the Romanovs and get revenge for his banishment. Not really a detailed revenge. I guess to a kid that would sound interesting, but if you're an adult watching the movie, that just sounds petty and stupid. Like, why? This is a historical figure that did take advantage of a whole country and monarchy, also that ended up resulting in their deaths and Anastasia's death, because history is actually full of facts, and this movie kind of said f that to the history and the Hitler and the Nazis in the movie. Even though in Germany in 1928 they do turn up there. I know, they just don't turn up out of the blue. Now I'll list you off of Hitler's goals. Hitler's goals as a dictator was world domination. Become a one world dictator under that world domination of the Führer. Take over the world, kill everything that's not part of the Aryan master race and not a Nazi. The start and finish Holocaust, I guess. Mass murder and genocide. Start a second World War because I butt hurt and I can't finish World War One as a soldier. Butt hurt, whine, win. Uh, Become bitter, angry, bigoted, racist guy because he was on the streets, homeless in Vienna, because he failed his art and architectural exams at the Vienna Arts Academy, which I might say is Adolf Hitler. You are lucky. You never got to take out a student loan and live the college life. Did you really want the 1,000 or million ways to cook tough ramen? Did you really? For an art career? I said, honest, I was once an art major. Honestly, if I could time travel and visit Hitler, I think I would have beat the guy's senses for that major decision. Said, you are going to go with a history major. So probably ask me why, and I will say, you'll thank me later. Really, you'll thank me later. Hitler, you will become a historical figure. But another goal was for Hitler, sell the world empire of Europe and then on to the world, invade Poland, no start Second World War, take advantage and manipulate everyone. Uh, Make sure to, even though your role model is Napoleon Bonaparte, who failed the invasion of Russia because Russian winters are terrible and hell on a frozen hell on earth. Make sure to do the same thing because if the definition of insanity of do the same thing and think there's different consequences. Live the definition of insanity of the word insanity, or maybe in this case stupidity. Go invade the USSR, get your butt frozen in the snows of USSR. Make sure your armies lose that because you thought Barbarossa was a good operation, and then wonder why your generals hate you because they want to be the inner Karen and speak to the manager of Operation Barbarossa. And Hitler probably just wonders, I wonder who's the guy that had this terrible idea of invading the Soviet Union and failing, then running back to Berlin. I wonder who. I mean, probably as Hitler looks at his generals, who all look at him like, it can't be us. It has to be you. Yeah, I guess. Because that was pretty much the insanity of the guy towards his end. Getting his butt frozen and fleeing back to the Soviet Union and marrying his wife, another goal of his, and then make sure to commit suicide and also become hated by everyone and a laughing stock by everyone and poked fun at and not liked by anyone, even to be the ridicule and butt of a joke and a stupid obsession of a female, a woman here that's a history major, history buff, and has a weird Hitler Nazi obsession just for the fun and games and YouTube videos here on YouTube. Hitler's got his stuff together. I don't know why Rasputin doesn't. The Anastasia movie, I guess. Maybe that's the reason why, because Hitler's Hitler. And, they have to keep the stuff G-rated for the kids. Because of our wonderful friends, the FCC. Remember that thing that YouTube wanted to originally avoid all those years? That ended up kind of going the way of the FCC, of the thing that they wanted to avoid. That was the original goal of YouTube in the beginning. It was around the time people were having that idea against the FCC. Interesting fact, yeah. Well, that's pretty much gonna be the end of the Anastasia 1997 review in actual history of the 20th Century Fox animated film from 1997 that I've watched as a kid and as a 90s kid. It's one of my favorites now. It still is. It's actually was one of my obsessions, actually. I love the film still. I like the film. I think the march was really cool. And I still think Rasputin was a good animated villain, too. Even though he didn't have all his ducks in a row like Hitler. But I guess the kids' movies, they can't have Hitler, but oh wait, there's Jojo Rabbit and his imaginary Hitler. Guess they can have put him there. Because they're also 20th Century Fox like, connected to 20th Century Fox. They have a Hitler! And Adolf Hitler in the movie. Why can't they have it here in the Anastasia film? I just wonder. But I will do my next series of videos hopefully soon on the 2004 movie of Downfall, the wonderful film that makes all the Hitler anthologies of the guy that says Friegeline, Friegeline, Friegeline. That's the guy with my weird obsession, Adolf Hitler. And about the actual history, some of the actual history of Hitler's last days in the fuel bunker and his death and the Battle of Berlin. So I'm gonna do a history review on a series of videos, hopefully soon, of that too. And I'm gonna say and leave off here on YouTube by saying like and subscribe to my YouTube channels of Lisa Stayed and Hitler Obsessed. Leave a comment on any of my videos or on my YouTube channels of Hitler Obsessed or Lisa Stayed or on this video. Make sure to leave thumbs ups always on this video or any of my videos of Lisa Stayed and Hitler Obsessed. You can donate to my Patreon. Become a patron and donate to my Patreon account here for my YouTube channels and my Subscribe Star account too. That's also on my YouTube channel and connected to my BitChute.com BitChute channel. You can also visit my BitChute.com BitChute channel on BitChute.com of Lisa Marie State. That's all one word there that you can actually visit there. And you can also send me a friend request and a comment, or just a comment on Facebook to my Facebook account of Lisa Stayed. And maybe if you can still visit my Facebook group that's up. It's called Hitler Interested History Buffs. You can gather friends, leave comments, and posts if you want. I'll make sure to reply to those, as well as reply to any Facebook comments on my Facebook account of Lisa Stayed, and any of my comments on my video and my YouTube accounts, my YouTube channels here on YouTube of Lisa Stayed and Hitler Obsessed. I'll make sure to leave a reply as soon as I can. When I have available time from life in general and my college studies as a history buff, as I'm on my way to finishing my associate's degree for transfer for CSU, in history. So, bye now. Oh, and just to let you see at the end, I'm gonna show you a couple of interesting drawings that I actually do. Remember when I mentioned about me being an art major? I do some of my drawings of my obsessions. You wanna see them? Let me show them to you. Look, it's Hitler. I'll get the book here too to show you. Maybe. Oh, and if you remember what this is, it's probably a really terrible drawing of my YouTube account for Lisa Stayed. It's a very bad Aussie kitty. And here's also another little drawing I did here of a character that I kind of have a little creative story that I would love to get more into making of the Thai kids. I will probably tell a bit about those sometime in a future video. And then there's another Hitler. This is from another book there of mine about Hitler. Yeah. If you look at it, it's very detailed. Yes, this is pretty much my old major in college before I became a history major. I was an art major. I was the thing Hitler failed at. And this is now what I guess Adolf Hitler has cursed me with an obsession in drawing the guy. Look how pretty he is! And look! It's a kitty cat again! It's a kitty! It's a fuzzy. It's another kitty, yeah? And then there's another drawing I would have done of for the future videos here. Bruno Grant's from Downfall 2004 film that I'm gonna do some series of as Adolf Hitler. This is another drawing I've done. And I'll show you here. Maybe in the future another video, the actual two other Hitler pictures. How good they are looking. How similar they are. Bye now. And hopefully please don't take down my channel, YouTube. Please. Please. I want